This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com. Tony Khan has inserted himself into his first physical angle on Dynamite last night from Dali's place in Jacksonville. I know the pre-sale from what was reported on the Wrestling Observer Radio was around 1,400. I don't know what the final number was at this point. They're also going to be taping Collision there this Saturday night. They did a angle where the Young Bucks and Jack Perry beat him up to end the show. It's on YouTube. And then his dad and seemingly 25 or 30 wrestlers come out to, um, I don't know, look concerned after. This would be his dad's first appearance that I'm aware of on Tony Khan. Shad Khan, of course, is the money man behind AEW. Multi-billionaire. In other wrestling news, Jimmy Uso is reportedly injured. Was reported by Dave Meltzer today. It's unknown how long he's going to be out for, but he's not going to be involved in the draft episode of SmackDown, which starts tomorrow night. It'll be interesting to see if. Oh, yeah. Apparently, Cody Rhodes, from what I understand, he's on SmackDown now. Um, and, and technically is not going to be part of the draft because I don't know. I guess he's just part of SmackDown. Some people are eligible for the draft, some people aren't. They always mix it anyways. In other news, I did do a detailed report yesterday on Vince McMahon's legal response to Janelle Grant's lawsuit. There seems to be a lot of interesting points in this legal response. I don't know either Janelle Grant or Vince McMahon, although I have met Vince McMahon several times, but I don't know any real. I've never been involved with it, so I couldn't tell you who's telling the truth and who isn't. I hope it does go to court or a legitimate arbitration and we get this answered because there's questions of credibility on both sides. 100%. One thing that the most interesting thing about this is Janelle Grant apparently has a law degree and was going out with some rich guy at the time of this affair. So it was an affair by both of them, which shows you a little bit about her personality because, if you're not loyal and you're dishonest to your partner, why should we believe anything you say 100%? But the point is the partner was also a lawyer and they lived in this luxury building and apparently she wasn't taking care according to this legal document. She wasn't actually taking care of the parents. Parents had been separated and one of them was in a home, like a retirement home. So will be interesting to see how this plays out. One other interesting, not interesting, but I was just watching a clip from this Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man WWE Rivals, which is on YouTube now. And that was the angle that got me into wrestling, as I mentioned in one of my book drafts. There's a guy on there, Keith Elliott Greenberg, a wrestling book author that I guess got a job of being one of the commentators on Rivals. I see that Honky Tonk Man is too. But this guy says that Macho Man pistol whipped Bill Dundee after Bill Dundee pulled a gun on him. I've interviewed Bill Dundee about it, and I've talked to Jerry Jarrett about it, and I've talked to Lanny Poffo about it, and I've never heard any story where Randy got the gun from Bill Dundee. He had attacked Bill in the parking lot, and Bill managed to get the gun from the car, which ended the attack. There was no Like, how do you get a gun from a guy pulling a gun on you and pistol whipping them? unless you're some kind of martial arts expert, which Randy was not. He would definitely fight you, but I never heard any version of the story where Poffo pistol whipped Dundee ever. And as I said, I was friends with Lanny for a long time. That just did not happen. Alfred enjoys the wrestling documentaries on A&E. There you go. Well, I am going to finish watching this one just because I'm interested in that storyline, but I was a bit like turned off by that blatant lie.